School is hard. It's already very difficult, and this semester, spring 2020, has gotten a whole lot harder. With the advent of coronavirus, we've suddenly been forced into online classes, while at the same time dealing with a global crisis where people have never been more fearful, anxious, and unmotivated. Not to worry, friends, I think there is quite a bit that is still in our control that we can still do to have a good experience. My name's Professor Nick, and I help students to crush it at college. Today, I want to share with you 4 things that you absolutely have to stay on top of if you want to do well in your online classes. So what do we got here? We've got structure, motivation, mental health, and engagement. I'm going to cover the 4 points briefly, and then we're going to jump into some resources so you guys have solutions for all of these. So structure. We thrive on routine, getting up, going to bed at the same time, and having a regular schedule, especially for schoolwork. It helps so much to have this, and it's just been eliminated completely. You need to stay on top of your motivation. So everyone everywhere is experiencing this global loss of consciousness where people are becoming fearful, anxious, depressed, moving into a state of scarcity, fighting with each other, and it's just causing everyone to lose motivation. Mental health, on a very same note there, you've got fear, anxiety, depression. People are struggling to just get through their daily tasks. So for some people, it might be very nice to kind of stay at home and be quarantined. For other people, it's very, very difficult. Myself, I'm a very extroverted person, so I have to actively do a lot to stay in video calls and reach out to people. Otherwise, I go completely crazy. And then number 4, engagement. So on that note, yes, you have to stay engaged because you've lost contact with your peers. And as these very social beings, this is devastating. And you maybe don't have the same level of contact with your professors. I know we've got online video calls and stuff, but it's just not the same as face-to-face. So these are the 4 topics I want to address today. Let's jump into it. Okay, guys, let's do it. 4 things you have to take control of if you want to do well in your online classes. Before we get started, please do me a favor and subscribe, stay notified. I'm trying really hard to get to 200 subscribers, and every single one of you guys matters so much. Also, at this time, I am offering myself up. If you have questions or need some kind of support, you can reach me directly through my Instagram page at professor.nick. I respond to every single direct message because you guys are quite important to me. So let's jump into this. We said there was a loss of routine and structure and how devastating that is to us as people. A few things you can do to help. One of them is Asana. This is a task management program that allows you to build in a lot of structure so you can plan out your assignments, build subtasks to break them down into manageable chunks, and schedule them into your calendar. Definitely be using some kind of calendar or planner. Try and block out your time for every single day. This is going to make it more predictable and safer and lower the amount of uncertainty for you. For your studying, I recommend using interval training, so Pomodoro, where you work 25 minutes and rest for 5 minutes. This is a great approach, and there's many different apps. You can just look up Pomodoro for your platform like iPhone or Android or whatever it is that you're using. Motivation. So we are suffering a loss of motivation. I would be lying to you if I said I didn't feel it somewhat also, but it's okay. What I will say is it's very hard for you to be self-disciplined and self-motivate. What you need instead is accountability. And so there's many different ways to build this in, but I would recommend you to find someone else to keep you accountable, whether that's a friend, roommate, or someone else that you have nearby. Mentorship is critical. All of the best things that I have from my life come from mentors. You absolutely need a mentor. If you want to know more about a mentorship for academic success, you can send me a message on Instagram. There's also groups you can use, so you can just make your own. I have a Facebook group as well, but you can easily start your own message group and just talk with each other to stay engaged and stay accountable. Mental health. This one is huge. Everyone everywhere is getting a little antsy, fearful, anxious, uncertain. It's really hard to ignore that. I, for one, am refusing to be fearful. It's a challenge for sure, and I welcome the challenge, but I'm not going to be fearful about it. You have things like 7cups.com where you can go to chat with someone who will listen to you when you're in crisis, and that's completely free. You have Headspace, which is normally a paid service, but they are offering it up for free because of coronavirus. And meditating just a few minutes a day can have a dramatic effect on your emotional well-being. You'll have more energy, you will sleep better, you will concentrate better, you will feel better. It's totally worth it, guys. In addition to that, you probably have some kind of university resources. This is going to vary a lot by institution, but many places are still doing some kind of online or chat or phone-based counseling, so definitely check that out. Engagement. We want to stay engaged with other people. We are social beings, and losing that is devastating, right? So Zoom. You can use Zoom for online classes. That is what I'm doing for my classes, but you may or may not have access to that. You can use Loom. So Loom is a video recording program, and so you go to loom.com, and that's actually how I'm making this video. It puts your face in a little circle. You can just do it with a laptop. It's great for sending and receiving video messages. What I would normally have my classes do a face-to-face presentation, now they can use something like Loom to do a video and do an online presentation. We've also got Slack. So Slack is a place where you can set up this online workspace for people to chat, message each other. It's kind of like this dedicated online forum, and it's really, really useful. Also have group messaging, so you can just make your own Facebook or Telegram groups, and this is a great way to stay accountable and stay engaged with your peers, right? I recommend you highly to be proactive above all, so you have to stay on top of things. Be proactive, initiate, don't wait and be reactive, stay on top of it and make an effort. This might mean that you're messaging your professor more often than you might normally, or reaching out more than you normally would, right? I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Give it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe, please. I am trying to get to 200 subscribers. Leave me a comment and let me know what you are planning to do to stay engaged. Again, you can send me a message on Instagram at professor.nick. And if you want to take your studies to the next level and get even further ahead, you can get a free book list of all of the most influential and life-changing books that I've ever found at professornick.com/books. That is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Professor Nick signing off, and I will see you next time.